You return. Do you, indeed? Perhaps you aren't as short-sighted as that arrogant Indoril Grand Master. Seek out the spirit of Levisi Gilvain. She was with us during the binding of Sadar. She waits for you now on the stairs above the caldera.
What do you seek, mortal? Trial and error is the essence of spellcasting. Many attempts are necessary before a spell succeeds. Some never succeed. We shall see. Submit to the trials. I'll teleport you to the top of Caldera. Simply retrieve the focus stone at the back of the nearby cave. You'll need to follow the spells we took to contain Sadal. Are you ready? This is the path you must take to bind Sadal. It's neither easy nor straightforward, rather like your mortal lives. I find myself almost impressed, but before the way to Sadal's prison opens, there is another test. My colleague guards the final focus stone. Are you ready?
You again? Again, I find myself talking to you. Very well. As you've already seen, completing a complex spell requires precision. Controlling the ebb and flow of magicka is the heart of spellcraft. The cave behind you holds the final focus stone. To reach it, you must understand the ebb and flow of magic. You represent all living mortals here. Try not to embarrass yourself. Your results? So you do. Unlike the Grand Master, you've proven you can act with planning, patience, and courage. Now, with our aid, you can reforge Sedal's bindings. We'll return to the caldera. Place the foci around the caldera platform. The other mages and I will take it from there.
The three, you've done it! Holgan, Walks in Ash, the Vanguard, and myself will follow you into Oblivion and beyond. Garin trusted you. Only wish I had done the same. A word with you before we enter the portal. We're here because of me. So many have died. I've shamed myself and my house. There's no guarantee we'll survive what comes next. Whether we do or not, you must promise me something. If I survive, I'm resigning my position. After me, Holgan is to be the commander of our forces in Stonefalls. The houses will have to promote another Dark Elf to my old position. Until then, Holgan is the only one I trust to safeguard the Pact. Hold the portal. We don't want to be trapped here.
Weaklings, you think to enter my realm?
Pretty confident, isn't he?
Burn! Burn in flames!
Those poor creatures. May their souls find soft mud wallows.
Kind preserve us. Another ward. Can you open it?
Looks like it's just us. Stay close.
Lovely.
Fire will consume you! The needs are naught but dust and ash. Now you will join them. Scorch! Scorch and melt! Stonefalls will burn!
Coralheart can break his shield. Defend me!
Foolish mortal! Taste the flames of Oblivion!
Protect Castle.
him! Finish him! Finish what we started!
Tanrod, what are you doing?
Summon the Guardians. I'll open a portal. Time to get out of here.
Tanvor, I'll see you in Sovngarde, my shield brother.
Safe. I would prefer not to do that again. The Brothers of Strife are imprisoned. The storm is past. The spire is silent again. It is over, at least for now. He returned to wisdom at the end. Holgan will grumble, but he will lead. At least until the great houses choose another. As for me, I must return to my tribe. I will bask in the sun and try not to think of storms. Stay moist, my friend.
Honor to you, my friend. I had to say farewell. The honor of my house has been restored. Stone Falls is safe, and soon, Garin and I will be side by side. May the Three watch over you.
My shield brother is gone. He died as well as anyone could. Let's return to Kraganmore and drink to his memory. He what? Kine, take him, wherever he is. I'm sure the old bastard is laughing at me. Imagine, leading the military here alone. I suppose I should thank you, my friend. Without you, well, I hope to see you again before we meet at Sovngarde. Tanvor left me in charge, warming the hilt until the great houses choose a permanent commander. Do you have any idea how many meetings I'll have to go to? After I die, I'll give Tanvor a beating he won't forget.
I can't believe this. Injured on my first real... I just arrived from Deshan. Dethesim sent me. Perhaps you've heard of him? He's the consul for the town of Circamora, the Cirque. I'm here to spread the word and warn people about the Lodos Plague. It is a terrible sickness that is ravaging the Deshan countryside. Look, I need to send word to my cousin Dandri. You can find her at the Cirque. Can you take this letter to my cousin? I'd appreciate it. Thanks for your help. Make sure you tell my cousin that I'm all right. If you head south, you won't be able to miss the Cirque. Tell her I'll return home as soon as I'm able.
Explain once more why running was the best idea. Does it matter? If we can't light a simple fire, we may as well head back. Who knew that so many afflicted would flock to the Cirque? All these people, they're so Sick. A letter from my cousin. That's wonderful news. I'm glad to hear he made it to Stonefall safely. Thanks for bringing this to me, friend. I was so relieved to get that letter.
There you are. It's about time you got here. Where have you been? I've been waiting for you to arrive for days now. Hold on. Are you all they sent? Didn't the tribunal send you? Well, no matter. I'm just glad you're here. This is Circa Mora, the Cirque. The Lotus Plague reached us right before the Malborn arrived. They claim they're here to help, but I don't trust them. In all the confusion, I'm embarrassed to admit that I lost track of my brother, Daedric. He's the town consul. Yesterday he went to check on the townsfolk afflicted by the plague, but he's disappeared. Can you help me find my brother? Someone in town must know what happened to Daedric. He loves to visit and chat with all of our neighbors. Come on. The sooner we find my brother, the sooner I can start thinking about dealing with the plague. Oh, by Vivek! Where are my manners, of course? That's the least I can do since you agreed to help me find my brother. What would you like to know? As the ranking member of House Redoran in this town, he's more or less the one in charge. He's good at it too. The townsfolk look to him for leadership and advice. And truth be told, so do I.
Mimic the water and flow, and we will have no cause to inflict angry pain upon each other. The Malborn discarded these crates, so now they belong to us.
By the three, this place smells terrible.
Oh, look at me. I'm a terrible mess. You really must excuse my dreadful appearance. I haven't been feeling very well lately. By the way, you haven't seen Nostrum Breva, have you? She promised to bring me more of the Malborn curative. Daedric, the town consul? Such a nice young man. Why, I do recall that he came to see me yesterday. He said he had other townsfolk to check on, but that he would bring me a curative as soon as he could. The curative? Remarkable stuff. Tastes awful, but wipes the plague right out of your system. One of those delightful Malborn gave me one a few days ago. Nostrum Breva, she called herself. But I think I need another dosage. I may be ill and bedraggled, but I still have my manners. What would you like to know? Oh, I couldn't say for sure. Perhaps the alchemist Nalene would know. I can tell you that I started feeling ill a few days ago after I drank the Malborn curative. She said that would happen. You have to get ill to get better, the Malborn said. Such a polite young woman, that Nostrum Breva. Claimed they were here to provide the help the tribunal refused to give. They have a curative for the plague, you know. Vile stuff, but the best medicine always tastes terrible, my mother always said. Oh, I couldn't say for sure. Perhaps the alchemist Nalene would know. I can tell you that I started feeling ill a few days ago after I drank the Malborn curative. She said that would happen. You have to get ill to get better, the Malborn said. Such a polite young woman, that Nostrum Breva. Claimed they were here to provide the help the tribunal refused to give. They have a curative for the plague, you know. Vile stuff, but the best medicine always tastes terrible, my mother always said. Oh, I couldn't say for sure. Perhaps the alchemist Nalene would know. I can tell you that I started feeling ill a few days ago after I drank the Malborn curative. She said that would happen. You have to get ill to get better, the Malborn said. Such a polite young woman, that
Uncle, are you all right? You look so pale. No wonder my brother wouldn't let me come by to visit.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back on my feet in no time. But what about you? Your brother said that neither of you had taken the curative yet.
Uncle, I'm not sure about these Malborn, and their curative sounds too good to be true, but don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
I see Arona has conscripted a new soldier into her private army. Is Dathisa missing? He was by yesterday for a visit. I know he had other stops to make. He did seem concerned about the Malborn, though. Sealing themselves in their quarantine, no longer providing the curative. It made him furious. My niece's visit was more than enough. I feel better already. Besides, I've overcome worse ailments than a queasy stomach and a bad cough. I'll be fine. Well, a good conversation is like a hot bowl of guar liver soup. It soothes the aches that ail you. What did you want to ask? I am a bloodkin of House Rederum, if that's what you're asking. More a third cousin twice removed, if you want to be specific. But I've been close to Arona and her family since she and Dathisa were children.
Someone in town must know what happened. Grell, by the tribunal! Grell! By the tribunal! Grell, please! We're your friends! Poor Grell. What in Oblivion's name happened to him? Let's get out of here. The quarantine. I guess it makes sense that Daedric would want to go see what the Malborn are doing in there. And I've yet to see any evidence that the curative works. All right. If you want to go to the quarantine, I'll go with you. The Malborn set up the quarantine around the old graveyard. In the beginning, they were letting people inside and freely distributing the curative, but they closed the front gate a few days ago and haven't responded to any of our requests. Daedric provided them with the old graveyard key when they first arrived, and I've seen Malborn coming and going through the back gate. If we go to the back gate, I'm sure we can get one of the Malborn to let us inside.
The flesh fails me.
Look, it's just like I told you. The Malborn are using the back gate. Let's see if one of them has the key. Hey! What are you idiots doing? Do we look like plague husks to you? Did you see that? They attacked us. And for no good reason. Let's find the key and see what the Malborn are hiding in there.
Those gates eventually, you swits. What are they up to in there? And why won't they let me get a look at their curative? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you standing there through the haze of my indignation. Can I help you? No, wait. You can help me. I'm the town alchemist, and I want to get a sample of the Malborn curative. They refused to give me any. Proprietary formula, they said. Well, I want to figure out what's in this miracle elixir. I don't trust anything labeled proprietary. Do you always skip ahead in a story? No one has an iota of patience anymore. But yes, I need a few bottles of the curative. I'm sure you'll be able to find some inside the quarantine. Then we'll see what's in this proprietary formula. Just watch your step in there. I don't trust these Moorborn or their good intentions.
By the three, this place chills me to the bones. Let's see if we can find my brother and then get out of here. Dathisa, my brother, what happened to you? By the three, I fear the plague consumes you, brother.
Verona, what are you doing here? It's not safe.
The Maulborn attacked us, and the afflicted are turning into plague husks. Oh, Dathesum, this is dreadful!
The Maulborn are spreading the plague. For some reason, they want everyone to become afflicted. They're not healers. They're monsters. The low-dose plague. I have no idea why. But it's clear to me that the Maulborn curative is actually the source of the disease. Whatever they're planning, you have to stop them. That's not important. Get my sister out of here and stop the Maulborn. Destroy the so-called curative and put an end to that mad woman, Nostrum Breva. Then convince her. I'm too far gone. I don't want to become one of those things and hurt my sister. Besides, she's a Redoran. She has a duty to the Cirque and its people. You are as hard-headed and stubborn as my sister. Vivek, damn you! Fine. Do what you must. But if the unthinkable occurs, I expect you to stop me before I hurt anyone.
Dathesum, you swit! We're not leaving without you.
I hope you know what you're doing. I could become a plague husk at any moment.
My decision is final. Besides, you're sick, and your judgment can't be trusted. I'll get us out of here while our friend deals with the Maulborn.
We're done here. Pack everything up. We need to regroup with the other Maulborn cadres and deliver this plague to the rest of Dashar. Remember that our mission is sacred. You can't stop the Maulborn, you fool! We are the cleansing fire that burns across Morrowind! Don't dally. We have a schedule to keep.
Move to flank!
We need to get these traits to Narcissus as soon as possible. Be careful with that! The next one of you to drop a cask gets fed to the plague husks. The next one of you to drop a cask gets fed to the plague husk. Remember that our mission is sacred. Soon all of Morrowind will know about the meld. We need to get these traits to Narcissus as soon as possible. You can't stop the Coldharbour, you fool! We are the cleansing fire that burns across Morrowind!
Ran out!
Healing! Glad to see you managed to make it out of the quarantine too. Does that mean those Mulborn fetchers have been dealt with? Not well. Alchemist Naline fancies herself something of a healer, and she's been working with Dethesum and the other afflicted. Hopefully she'll devise a treatment for them soon. Some. She seems confident at least. But what do I know of drafts and elixirs? But tell me, do you think the Mulborn pose a threat to the rest of Deshawn? That's what I'm thinking as well. But maybe your efforts were enough to put an end to all that. For now at least, the Cirque is safe. Take this as a thank you for helping us. The Mulborn may have fled the Cirque, but the problems they brought with them still linger. Personally, no. I think you've done more than enough. But if you have a mind to stick around the Cirque a little longer, I'm sure Alchemist Naline might have a task or two that she needs a hand with.
Were you able to acquire any samples of the Mulborn curative? I'm really curious to see what the elixir is made of. I've been watching the townsfolk who received the curative and came to the same conclusion. But I'll be able to tell for sure after I analyze the elixir. Take this. It isn't much, but I'm sure you didn't have too much trouble in there. Thanks for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some alchemical wizardry to perform.
Narcissus must hear of this. So the Mulborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narcissus, though. Narcissus sent me to investigate Quarantine Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoning our people, I'm even more concerned. The Mulborn are a menace. They're appearing all across Deshawn. Even Narcissus is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading south, would you carry a message to guard Verilu at Narcissus? She needs to know what happened here.